Okay, so my name is Pat, and I'm a staff minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living, and I'd like to welcome you all here this morning for coming out on this, as it turns out, lovely, sunny, summer morning. Emphasis on summer. And we're just going, we have a special treat today because we have live music throughout the whole service this morning. So we're just going to start off this morning with opening chant. So I just invite you to sit back and just participate as you feel called to do so.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Well, thank you for having me, and thanks for being here. I just want to, you all close your eyes for a second. And I look at sound in a special way, and I'm sure you all know this, but we've all heard it. But in the beginning, there was the Word, and the Word was the sound. So no matter if you sing or you think you can't sing or if you feel, a little shy about singing, please just hum inside, or even if you don't know the words, try to just vibrationally open your cellular, all your cells in your intercellular universe, and ask the sound to just penetrate it and open up to the next highest version of yourself, and allow the sound current to shatter all your karma and your ego, so that you can truly become one with all of creation. It's truly in this place when we let go of our identity and our ego that we become one with the drum spirit, and we become one with all of creation. So never underestimate the deeper penetration into the layers of the muck of the subconscious mind that holds us back from embracing our oneness with all of creation. So please allow the sound of the drum to enter your cells on another level today. Let go of your mind, feel it in your heart and in your cells. This is a native twist a little bit, but I'll do the native words, and then it's also a Sufi cross. So we're going to do a little bit of both. The native words are very similar to the Sufi chant, so I find that I'm doing this for joy because, and all of you, because this is what I call sourcing. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood. Fire, my spirit, earth, my body, water.
So I just invite you in this moment just to sit back and relax into your seat. And then just embody any of the words that I speak as I speak them in the first person, any of them that resonate with you, any of them that touch a part of your soul, a part of your heart, a part of your mind, knowing that we're all connected. Because right here and right now, I know that there is only one thing going on, and it is the power and the perfection and the beauty of spirit. This is happening at all times, in all places, through all people, for me and for you. I recognize that I am one with the Creator, that I am a creator, a co-creator with this cosmic energy, that it is me and that I am it. This morning, I open my heart and my mind to learn more, to feel more, to love more, to be more, just to simply be more. I open myself up to a greater understanding of the flow of life and the connection between each and every single one of us. I take full responsibility for the building of my life, for the building of my dreams, knowing that all my thoughts, all my deeds, and all my actions are perfectly aligned with the truth of the universe. And I just fully open my heart and bring myself to that place of gratitude. Gratitude for knowing, for understanding, for feeling, for believing, and for trusting that this is the truth, that there is only one thing going on. I just simply release, I simply relax, just knowing that everything is revealed to me in a way that I can understand it. And I just let it go, and I let it be so, and so it is. So as Darren did so lovely for us this morning, showing how everything is connected, that there's a connection between Indigenous spirituality and also with Sufism. And we here at the Center honor and trust and know that everything is connected, and that there is many, many, many paths to spirit, to God, to source energy, to whatever you would like to call that, to whatever you conjure up in your mind. So this morning I'd like to invite Marilyn and Bob up to the front as we do our honoring of all paths.
Ceremony to promote. We perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people in all faiths, all sentient beings, come from the great one universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. As Bob lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light names of anyone you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's eternal love. We light the candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles.
Doesn't matter how many times I hear that, I'm always moved by it. And that was wonderful, Marilyn. You did a great job. And now we're going to shake things up a little. Because there's many, many paths, right? There's many, many paths. So this morning we have the pleasure of having Darren present to us, I don't know if we're going to participate or not, but present to us a cosmic rap.
Well, this wasn't my choice, but she, Joy, I should say, really wanted me to play this one, so. Every time said I look today, I said I see the people that led astray. Don't just turn your head, don't you look away. Only escape your own lives, escape your own way. Voted leaders, it becomes a game on. People just know it's the place to play. Under disrupt society that's going insane. I said I got one thing that's gonna keep me sane. I say it's called love, I'm gonna make you stay. I say it's called we are the center of our own reality. I said, we can change our own frequency. I said, no one rests, we all are free. I said, nothing sun, uniting all the people to embrace the one. And this is my cosmic prophecy, trying to help humanity. Get some shovels and plant a tree. A simple change is going to set you free. And say, stop supporting the politicians, trying to save a child out of malnutrition. It says, take some action and be real. Go inside and begin to feel. Oh, we can live in love and peace. Make my day and set you free. Tip the scales of the planet Earth and light the fire of rebirth. I said, light them to the truth to see. A better home for you and me. Colors of man living side by side to end all the wars and turn the tide. Of a nuclear threat to our children's deaths. I said, why do we live this fear that we need more arms to bear? I said, it's part of a consumer society. I live an illusion, the American dream. I say the power of love, all you see, can make the change in your heart you need. I say, I know that you are willing and have to do to our children. It's a super strong feeling when you rise into the light, begin a different fight, start doing something right. Colors of man living side by side to end all the wars and turn the tides. Light them to the truth to see. Better home for you and me.
All right, how's that for a little excitement, eh? Cool. Yeah, we're going to cover many bases today. So just to bring you into consciousness again, I'm going to do a very short reading from Ernest Holmes from the Science of Mind. And on page 22, this is what Ernest Holmes has to say. The knowledge that God wants us to live fully, the certainty that there is no force to keep our good from us, the assurance that abundance is ours for the asking will avail us nothing unless we use that knowledge. I'm very pleased and very proud to have the opportunity to invite up to the stage my nephew, right, to give us a little performance today. He's traveled all the way from Ontario off to live in a little island off of the coast of Vancouver, off the coast of Vancouver Island, to pursue his craft and to have a full life experience. So I'm very thrilled that the Center for Spiritual Living here in Kamloops welcomes Nate Robertson.
Everybody, thanks for having me. Yeah, I've traveled quite some way just to perform for you. So. All right.
You know where that's at?
You guys might have to be quiet because it's not like all mic'd up and stuff, but I'm sure it'll be fine. If you control your mind, change will happen. If you control a thought, what makes a memory? It's not what you think, but in how you perceive. The storm passed us by as you were sleeping. Brighten up your ways for others' affection. Keep them wondering what you've left them. Heal your heart and heal your mind. There's no reason you won't find something more, something with purpose, something meaningful comes with courage. Intuition acts as accordingly to the ones that know their destiny. In your heart, you may feel some seed, alone in fear, visions appear. I lost my touch, it was all too much, forced to deny everyone trust. It's not about those people, they're just talking heads. Work it on your own, forget what they said. We talked about the dreams as she traveled. Won't remember the words that follow. Within the eyes that can see, a vision can be heard. It can be lost, won't be replaced with words. And will I ever know the day expectations come my way? Prove yourself is what they say for today. It's in that place, everyone that goes, your heart's pace is all you know.
Thank you, Nate. All right. So just watch the top 48, because over the next few years you can remember, you can say, I saw him when. Right? Today is also a special day because we have some folks here who were part of the first foundations class that Rev Joy-anne offered, and we are now going to do a recognition and a special ceremony to honor all of them. So I would like to invite Rev Joy-anne.
Yes, so on this beautiful day, I'd like to call up my foundations class. I have 8 students, and I'd like to know where they are today. It's a long weekend, so come on up. Those of you who are here, please come forward. And Ken, would you please come up as well? He was my amazing practitioner who also co-taught the class. So come on up, and you will get to represent the entire class. And we have a song also that we're going to sing. Actually, we're not going to sing it. We're going to ask Darren to sing it. This is about the power of love. Remember that song, that chant? He's looking very lost. Yeah, that you were singing earlier today. Yeah. It's like all your songs. Okay, so we're going to start first by presenting a candle to each of these 2. So here, these beautiful candles. This particular young lady wanted them to be done in orange and blue. So that's why they're that colorful. So thank you. You get what you wish. You get what you ask for. And we'll talk about that too. You got to ask. And I'm going to ask each of you now if you would light your candle from the center candle, which represents the infinite abundance, the creator, life itself. And so you as a light unto the world. It was about that song about being a light unto the world. Do you remember that one that you sang earlier today? Of the light? Mm-hmm. Earlier today. Yeah, that one. Okay. So, would you please light your candle, signifying, and she's leaning into lighting the candle, signifying that she has taken the foundations class, which will be offered by Almost Reverend Ken this fall. I encourage all of you, if you've not yet taken foundations or you want to renew it, it is the most fabulous class you will ever take. You will learn and embody the 10 spiritual laws of the cosmos. And it's just a beautiful teaching and a beautiful class taught by a beautiful person. All right, so will you please light your candle, representing your awareness, your completion of the class, and your light unto the world, and you as well. Yes, please do. And I have some certificates. Here, I'm going to ask this to get taller. Just as if by magic. Look at that. Ask it. I'm going to read the names of all of the students. We have Krista, she already has her certificate, and also Diane Mayo, and they are off playing in the universe today. But we have other students as well. We have Cheryl Vera, we have Michael Forhan, we have Sandra, and I want to say your name, Potker. Here's your beautiful certificate. And of course, Linda Wall. And we also have Diana Osborne, who told me that she was also going to be gone off playing in this beautiful place that we all live, this beautiful universe. So I would like you now, if you would, to sing that song. And all of you, I'd like you to go like this, please. Put your hands together. And you're going to be the blessers today. You are the ones that are sending your love and your light in gratitude for these two and the rest of the class, present or not present. That really represents them as we bless them today.
Medicine man, medicine woman, medicine people of the earth. Now is the time to awaken and remember who we really are. You hold the power, yes, we hold the key. Love is the answer, the sacred remedy. Open your hearts and
by sharing a poem that I have right here. All right, this poem was written by Oriah Mountain Dreamer, and it has everything to do with today's message. And for the whole month, today's message is building the life. Building the life. And the whole month has been named The Heat is On, but as you may have noticed, we haven't had too much heat. Little did I realize that I was really talking about myself, putting myself in a place of turning up the volume of consciousness by being activated. And so that's happened for me this month. And so many times this happens when you are a spiritual leader. You are inspired to write something, so watch out. I'm just saying. To our new ministers, you write something thinking that, this inspiration is coming on through you, which it is. And you think that you're here to give the message to the world, but the message really is for you. Darn it. No, it's a good thing. So this is the poem by Oriah Mountain Dreamer. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and just hear the words that she wrote. And her book, of course, is also called Mountain Dreamer. She says, and I quote, "It does not interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's desire. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, or for the adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you have touched the center of your own sorrow, if you have been opened by life's pain, or your heart has become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine or your own, without moving to hide it, or fade it, or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own. If you can dance with wildness and let the ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes, without cautioning us to be careful, to be realistic, to remember the limitation of being a human. I want to know if you can see beauty even when it's not pretty, every day, and if you can source your own life from beauty's presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, mine or yours, and still stand on the edge of the lake and shout to the silver of the moon, yes. It doesn't interest me how much money you have or where you live. I want to know if you can get up after a night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done to feed the children. It doesn't interest me who you know or how you came to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where, how, or with whom you have studied. I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you truly like the company that you keep in those empty moments. It's called the invitation. So this month, we have been exploring and looking at turning up the heat in consciousness to the greater yet to be. I love that, and this is from Neil Donald Walsh, one of my teachers and mentors. And he will say, what is the next greatest, grandest version of you that is yet to be? And to call all of us to step forward in our lives to live that. What would it be like if you were living your bliss, living your passion? You woke up every day, you couldn't wait to get out of bed, to get on with the day, because there was so much juice of the divine flowing through your being, through every cell of your body. And so last week I shared with you the tools, and we had a lovely handout. It's still available in the back if you would like a copy. The 7 sacred tools of transformation. And I brought with me my minister's toolbox. How many of you remember seeing it? Small toolbox. I was hoping to have like a power saw, one of those nail things, but it didn't show up, so I trust that. And just like you need certain tools to build a home or to build something with your hands, we also have many, many, many sacred tools, and I shared with you those 7. And the reason I did that is because we want to build a life, we want to use these sacred tools. I have a question though. How many of you put it on your refrigerator like I asked you? Hey, awesome. And that way it's a reminder every time you open the fridge and get something out of there, like, oh my gosh, I have 7 tools that I can use to transform my life when I'm ready. Very important. So these tools bring us joy and abundance. That's why we're here, to express joy. We were taught in Science of Mind that the initial soul vibration is love. How many of you feel that? That's what we're here to do, right? But Yogananda, Paramahansa Yogananda, one of my dear friends and teachers on the other side, he said that our soul reason, that our soul's vibration actually is joy. He said, from joy we have come, in joy we live and move and have our being, and into that sacred joy we will one day melt again. So we are here to express and live joy, and I put abundance in there. I also feel that we are here, I am here, and I believe all of us came forward to do this, is to serve the greater good. I'm not just here for me. I am here to make the world a better place. And how do I do that? We each do that uniquely and individually in our own beautiful way. And also that we are each that center of divinity. We are here to express our divinity and to be in compassion and to be in love and joy. I think that's important. So I love these words from our founder, Dr. Holmes. He said this. He said, God is more completely expressed through the one who lives largely than through the one who lives meagerly. And so we're here to be great or go home. Is that the same? Something like that?
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home. Go big or go home. So what would be the biggest, most amazing, most fabulous, most divine expression of you? What could that be? What would that look like? How would you feel physically? What would be your health? What would be your wealth? You know, we're not meant to struggle. We did not come to planet Earth so we could all struggle. Anyone know about struggle? Struggle, struggle, struggle. We gotta let it go. We're not here for that. We are here to express our divinity, our greatness, our abundance, our joy, our peace, our harmony, our wholeness, our health. How amazing are we? How beautiful are we? Yes. So the Spirit seeks, urges, and pushes against us to fulfill itself, to be calling us always forward, always to be more. And so that's what today's message is about, building that life. And I have a couple of things to share that will really put you in touch with how to do that. I love the practical application. We can have all, as Ernest said at the beginning of the textbook, of our amazing textbook, he said you can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't use that knowledge, it is just sitting there. We have to apply it. It's the application of it. And so, in other words, the Spirit of life itself wants to have its way with us in even greater and greater possibilities. Infinite possibilities. That's what exists. So we are here to build that. So how do we do that? Number one is we ask the right questions. Now, when I ask you a question, you notice that I do a lot of that. I'm always asking you questions. The reason I do that is when you ask a question to anybody, it literally engages your associative memory and your mind. And so you begin to think and you begin, otherwise nothing much happens, right? You're just kind of there. When I ask a question, it actually wakes you up. It wakes you up. And you begin to think. And we know thoughts are things. That's a good thing. So I'm going to share with you what is a really powerful way, kind of a high-grade question, and so you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about. The second thing we can do is to listen. Anyone, I have someone I know that's always telling me to listen. Anyone listen to what? What are we here to listen to? I asked a question. Right. We listen to the divine beingness, the divine, some people call it the still small voice. So that voice that speaks to you, I don't know about you, if yours is small, mine's pretty big. It's always like, hey, who's talking to me? And the last thing we're going to look at today is taking inspired action. Not just any action, but to take inspired action. And that will lead you directly to that next grandest, greatest version of yourself. So that's what we're going to explore. Einstein once said this. He said, if you had 60 minutes to unravel a difficult problem, how would you spend your time? So the answer may surprise you. He said he would spend the first 55 minutes formulating the right question. And then he said the right answer would just show up. If you ask the right question, right, the answer would show up. I thought that was amazing. Or as in the scriptures, in the holy Christian scriptures, it says, you receive not because you have asked not. You receive not because you have asked not. And there's a whole book by Abraham. I saw someone reading it the other day in the office. I think that was you, Lana. She pulled it off the shelf. I love this book. It's called Ask and It Is Given. And it's from one of our, I would say, most fabulous spiritual leaders of our time. I call her Esther Hicks. How many of you have heard of Abraham? Yep, a lot of you. How many of you listen regularly to their, I have a ton of their CDs. Love Abraham. And so, great book. So we are here to live fully. So let me start with the first one, asking the right questions. Let me share with you some low caliber questions, and you'll know what I'm kind of talking about here. So here's a low caliber question. You might ask yourself, how do I get to the end of the month and have all of my bills paid? Anyone ever ask themselves that question? That's a low caliber question. That's not the question you might want to ask. So my guess is that your dreams and visions and heart's desires do not include struggle. So if you're struggling, that's not it. There needs to be a shift in consciousness. There needs to be a new way of living so you're not struggling. So here's the high caliber question. Ready? What would it be like if I had all of my bills paid on time and an extra $1,000 a month? $1,000 at the end of the month. So, can you feel the difference between that? Here's another one, a low caliber question. Why is it taking so long for my dream to manifest? Why is it taking so long? I'm looking at what's wrong. I'm looking at what's not working. I'm going, anytime I say, well, where is it? Where's the money? Where's the dream? Where's the whatever? Whatever it is for you, where's the car, where's the relationship, whatever. When you're looking at what's wrong, you are putting all of your energy in a place where it can't possibly manifest because you are pushing it away. So here's the high caliber question. It would be this. What can I do with what I have right now to move my dream forward? Completely different energy. Another last one, low caliber question. How will I possibly ever accomplish this? Anyone ever begin a journey and say, how will I ever move? Or how will I ever do this? Or any question you might have, how will I ever, and you can fill in the blank. When you ask that question, that's a low caliber question. Because then your mind starts coming up with reasons why it can't happen, right? Okay, so here is a high caliber question. What are the resources I have right now to accomplish this? And your mind begins to give them to you in ways that might surprise and delight you, right? So I want to propose a very, very high caliber question for you today. And you can ask yourself this. If followed through on will absolutely align you with the divine and accomplish what it is your next greatest, grandest version is. Okay, so you ready for this question to ask yourself? Here it is. And you can write this down, or you can do this at home, and you'll understand why in a minute. Okay, what are 20 ideas, if I acted upon those 20 ideas, would align me with this vision? And what happens is it takes about that long for us to get out of our own way. You know, we start to write down these things, we write this, and we write this, and we write this, and you get to number 20, and all of a sudden, it's sort of like you open up your consciousness to the highest possibility once you get all these other things out of the way. So what are the 20 things, 20 ideas that if followed through would align me with my highest vision? What would that be? And then you want to highlight whatever that would be, whatever the top 3 are. And then you want to pick one as you go along. Maybe it's number 20 or 21. You pick one and you give it all of your attention. You give it all of your intention. And it cannot help but manifest because the energy of the universe is rushing, pouring, streaming, flowing through you as you sit quiet. The entire energy of the universe. You are part of the universe. You are that which is divine. And so it is like this amazing spotlight, literally rushing, pouring, streaming, flowing through you. So is there one thing in your life that you would like to manifest? And to put one pointed, Deepak Chopra talks about this, one pointed attention on that which is your desire. Okay, that's all number 1. Asking a high caliber question. And number 2, this is really important. This is why we have one mouth and 2 ears. Right? Anyone wonder why you have one mouth and 2 ears? We're here to listen, and we want to listen to that divine voice that is within us. Some call it the still small voice. You want to listen to that. You want to follow that. Dr. Holmes said this in his book, Science of Mind. We should believe that God is the invisible partner in our lives. We should permit ourselves to be guided, for there is something within us, deep at the center of our being, which knows what we ought to do and how we ought to do it. And that's why I'm going to be teaching a class starting next month. Can you believe that's tomorrow? Next month is tomorrow. I'll be teaching a class on visioning. We're here, as Dr. Michael Beckwith teaches us, to catch God's vision for our life. The greatest next yet to be for our lives. I mean, way beyond us, way beyond the center, way beyond Kamloops, way beyond BC, bigger than Canada. How about bigger than the earth? How about beyond the universe upon universe upon universe? How about that big? How big? Can you even breathe that in and know that there is a divine purpose for your life beyond even yourself? And that you are here to be that place, that channel, that vortex, I like to call the vortex of well-being, to live that, to bring it. You're here to bring it. So how many of you want to bring it? Anyone here want to bring it? Yeah. All right. You're in the right place at the right time. We'll be talking about that. So we're here to source these answers and to take inspired action. So this is what inspired action is. Inspired action is when we are called, something within us gives us guidance, and we feel absolutely knowing that it is what is next for us. There's not any doubt. Anyone have something, like you're sitting there and this inspiration comes into your consciousness and you have no doubt? Or are we the doubting Thomas? Or the doubting Joy-anne? Whatever the case may be, right? In the practical application of the science of mind, our founder said this, which I found interesting. He said, therefore, if anyone asks this question, can I become a millionaire overnight simply by affirming that I have $1 million? How many of you think that's possible? Well, Dr. Holmes said that there's nothing farther from the truth. Oops. And this is why. He said, in a certain sense, your affirmation is correct, but frequently we overlook the fundamental premise of the science of mind, which is that spirit can do for us only what it can do through us. So we are here to treat and move our feet, to set our intention, and then do something, following inspired action. Action is where the circuitry between the invisible and the visible is connected. Inspired action. And so when we ask the right questions and we listen with both ears, we pay attention to our guidance, we are given inspired action. I know someone here that's looking for the perfect home. Did you find it? You found it. All right, good job. For her dog, Jake, and for her daughter, and for herself, and everything, and you found it. Excellent. So, you might be looking for the perfect home, and then all of a sudden something will happen that sends you here or sends you there. You follow that feeling that is inside you. You take inspired action, and it will never lead you astray. And truly, we all have that guidance system called the gutometer. A guttometer, right? We have a guttometer inside of us. And so we want to listen to that. And we want to feel the energy and we want to feel the passion of it. That is inspired action. And so today, part of your, I don't like to call it homework, I like to call it playwork, is when you go home today, if you feel like it, I invite you to do that, just like the invitation, is to write down 20 things, 20 different, or whatever comes through you, these absolutely 20 things when you ask the question. And the question being, what will bring me to the next greatest, grandest version of myself? And and the next thing I'm here to do. I am ready. I have actually said this since I've been here, which is almost a year, that I am ready for the next greater yet to be. I am ready for that. How many of you are ready for that in your life? Many of you. Ready? Or like this? I think so. And sometimes it can be pretty scary. I mean, for me, you think, oh my gosh, what could it be? We want to be, we have someone here that went to Agape recently, and that there's a godzillion number of people there, right? And why can't we be the next Agape? Why not? Why not? We have everything, we have the same, what I love is the presence of the divine is equally present everywhere. There's just as much God in you as in the Christ, is in Buddha. Who else? Mother Teresa, Gandhi, Yogananda. The same amount is everywhere. There's no reason why we cannot be, do, and have all that our heart desires. We're here to express, to go big or go home. And so I'm so delighted to know that, to feel that, to express that, to say that, to live that, and to allow that. And so we're here to do that. So let's close our eyes. We're going to go into our meditation now. And we'll put this into our intention to live from inspiration. That's my accent. Don't ask me what kind it is. So let's just take a moment and just allow ourselves to very deeply drop into our heart center. Just imagine, if you want, you can place your hand on your heart. For I know that there is only one power, one presence, one life, and that is the life of the divine. That is the life of God. That is the same life that is in Buddha and the Christ, and the 12 ascended masters. The same life that is in you and in me. And this power and this presence that created the entire cosmos, the entire universe upon universe upon universe, that same power that created life itself and spoke that word of life into life, that same power is right here inside of you. You are that power. It lives and breathes as you. It is the eyes through which you see. It is the hands through which you feel. It is the heart with which you love. It is you. You are that power. You are that presence. You are that life. And therefore, I speak my word on behalf of myself and everyone here that we are ready. I am ready for the next greatest, grandest expression of the divine as me. I open my heart, I open my soul, I open my life to step forward into that by asking the right questions, by listening with both my ears to the divine essence of my being and following inspired action. Inspired by what? Inspired by the divine. I am here to go big or go home. To express all that I am meant to be. And so I just give thanks for that. I give thanks for this teaching, for this beautiful Center for Spiritual Living. I give thanks for Kamloops and all that it has to offer, which is many, many things. I give thanks that we live according to the great monks that were visiting here in the 70s, that this is actually the center of the universe. We are living in the center of the universe. We create our own reality. We are made out of divinity. We are here to go big, to express that, to be that. And we can be the agape of Kamloops, of BC. Why not? We have everything that we need if that is our choice, and it is. I choose that. I choose to express more of my divinity. And so I'm just in gratitude. Thank you, infinite life. Thank you, God, for this life, for your life, that is my life, that is our life. We are that. And so in gratitude, I just simply, I'm just in awe of that. I am so grateful. I just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, life. And I just release this treatment, these words of the divine through me into law, knowing, into spiritual law, knowing they have already been received, have already been acted upon, and are now made visible. Thank you, infinite life. Thank you, God. And we say together, and so it is. And now we're going to have Nate come on up, and he has another song for us.
I have a little call and response that we're going to do together. I guess we'll go through it 3 times. And yeah, I'll sing a line, you guys sing a line. Together in peaceful harmony. Conscious perception, we will see.
Conscious perception, we will see.
Endeavor for deeper reasoning.
Endeavor for deeper reasoning.
Pushing forward, make yourself free.
Pushing forward, make yourself free.
Together in peaceful harmony.
Together in peaceful harmony.
Conscious perception, we will see.
Conscious perception, we will see.
Endeavor for deeper reasoning.
Endeavor for deeper reasoning.
Pushing forward, make yourself free.
Pushing forward, make yourself free.
I'll get everybody to clap on together in peaceful harmony.
Together in peaceful harmony.
Conscious perception, we will see.
Conscious perception, we will see.
Endeavor for deeper reasoning.
Endeavor for deeper reasoning.
Push forward and make yourself feel free.
Forward and make yourself
How blessed are we? And a way of showing how much we appreciate our blessing that we have here at the Center of the Universe, at the Center for Spiritual Living here in Kamloops. I would invite you to find that little envelope that's in your program and fill it up with whatever you have available or whatever you are willing to share today. And join with me as we say the prosperity affirmation. I know Spirit works in my life in many different ways. sacred energy that pours from my spiritual community attracts my attention, my support, and my love. As I give, my good multiplies, and so it is. So I just take this moment to bless all of this contribution, to bless this givingness, to bless the building, the bigger life, the greater, grandest version of the Center for Spiritual Living here in Kamloops. Let's not be limited to Agape. We are bigger and better. We are the center of the universe. And we will grow, and we are inspired and motivated to build the life, to take the next steps to make this manifest. Of those 20 things on that list, I know there is one thing that is just going to push us forward, pull us forward to be the best that we can possibly be. And for this, I am truly grateful. And so it is. So there are many ways in which we can give back to the community, and here at the center we like to participate in some of those. Upcoming on September the 13th at 10 a.m. we are doing the Adopt a Road, where we have a section of the city of Kamloops where we go by and make it beautiful and attractive just the way that we want the city to be. And there's a sign-up sheet at the information table if you would like to participate in that. One of the other things that we do to give back to the community is to help to prepare a meal and to serve it to some members of our community who may be going through a little bit of a hard time. But we are having a great time, so we are going to give back some of the goodness that we have by making dinner for them at Pit Stop, and that is on September the 14th. One of the things that we are very keen on is recognizing that we live in a peaceful world, that this is a world of peace, this is a world full of love. And in order to help us remember that and to help encourage the rest of the city and Kamloops to remember that as well, is that we're going to be doing a meditation at McDonald Park on Sunday the 21st of September, which happens to be International Peace Day, so we're going to take advantage of the UN declaring that just for our benefit, so that we can be a part of that. And we'll also be participating, I don't know if some of you were here when Chad did his unifying dance, the flag dance, but we're also going to be doing that at the park as well. So I invite you to come out and be a part of that. And then after you've done all of that, you would think that you would be tired. But no, you're not going to be tired, because you are full of boundless energy, because you are going to be the greatest, grandest version of yourself. And one of the ways in which you can do that is participate with us at the Interior Wellness Festival, which is the following weekend. And so you could offer up a couple of hours of your time to sit at our information table and hand out information and tell people about the center and tell them that we're encouraging them and supporting them to be the best that they could possibly be. For the first time ever, we are actually going to hold our Sunday celebration as part of the festival. So we're hoping that we know that we are going to attract a whole bunch of new people. So our service that day, which is whatever the Sunday is, the 28th, will not be here. So if you show up here, that means that you have a little slip in your memory, or you didn't look at the note on your fridge, because I'm going to invite you to put these on your fridge beside your 7 tools, right? And our service will be up there, and we're just in the process of confirming some live music, perhaps a full band. We'll see how that's going to manifest. As Joy-anne mentioned earlier, there's the visioning class coming up at the end of September. There's also the foundations class, which is coming up also in September. There are sign-up sheets at the information table, so I would just invite you to go and sign up for whatever you feel called to do. I guess Rev Joy-anne has one more. Is that the thing that's in here?
I'm going to actually have the person who brought this to my awareness. There's something really amazing happening in our city, and if you don't know about it, you want to pick up one of these. Okay.
Well, lo and behold, the Dalai Lama has been coming into my consciousness continuously, and I've always had a connection with Buddhism. The coincidences and the amazing synchronicity that's happening. I've only been here 4 days now. This is my 4th day. I was here a couple weeks ago for only a couple days, but I was talking to some elders, some hereditary chiefs of the tribes from the Navajo, Hopi nations, the hereditary chief of the Kapalama tribes, and they all believe that this 2012 shift is a 56 million year burp in the universe, and we're actually here with the front seat experiencing this change and growth in the universe. And so the Hopis believe that this is the 6th time this happened on the planet. The Mayans believe it was the 5th time, so they believe that we're moving into the 6th world, or the new world. Some of us feel things that we're just leaving things behind, but then I look at this today and I see it says, be a secret agent of compassion. They want to put the center of the universe, Kamloopsians, all you Kamloopsians, to step forward and do random acts of kindness. That this is it's the charter of compassion. Just maybe the best idea humanity has ever had. And so what Kamloops is doing is they want to make Kamloops the center of the world for compassion. So I was inspired to invite the Dalai Lama, whether he can make it or not, invite him on a screen or something, but to get, and they're actually, if you just, I'm not going to go through it, I just want you to read it. It's in the Echo, it just came out on the 28th, and it's all about being secret agents of compassion.